Hey guys, welcome back to World of Tanks with Hachiman. I am bringing you today a replay in the M3 Lee. I've decided I'm going to make a series, and this is the first of that series, called The Worst Tank in the Game. This is the one tank that everybody in public chat seems to absolutely revile, talk about how horrible it is, yet I seem to have overall very good games in it. Now my win rate in this tank is relatively low at 48%, but I also played it a lot back before I really figured out what I was doing in this game. So here we are in Siegfried line. It's tier 4, and we have a 47% chance to win if you believe in XVM. In low tier battles, the XVM win chance means even less than it does in a higher tier battle, because a lot of these players are relatively new, and any one of them can surprise you at any given time. So, on Siegfried Line Standard Battle, I'm kind of hanging out here looking for something to shoot at across the field, letting the game develop a little bit. With the M3 Lee, you want to do as much sniping at range as possible, generally speaking. You don't want to rush right into the fray, because that turret, or lack of turret, I should say, can cause you some difficulty. So you want to be kind of patient. Now, on the other hand, city streets are ideal for the M3 Lee. Because of that lack of turret, your range of fire in a city street is restricted. There's something to shoot at. Panzer III moving pretty fast. Rams are T-28 and they both die. So I cut up through here on the outskirts of the city. My team's down 1 kill. Nothing to really worry about right now. But we are down 500 hit points, and that's a concern. Surprised at the lack of anything to shoot at over here. And there's an M3 Lee. Boom. You can afford to miss a shot with the M3 Lee. The reload time is so fast, if you miss one shot, it's not that big a deal. Like right there. And there's nothing wrong with locking on for auto aim. A little too late on the last shot. And there's a D2 crossing the field. That's a bad place for a D2. Such a slow tank. That shot was poorly aimed. Oh, okay. Someone else gets the kill. That's fine. Electo. One, two, and he runs behind. By the way, if I can make a suggestion with the M3 Lee, don't bother aiming the first shot. You're going to fire in just a couple seconds again. Just take the shot. You might get lucky. The gun will auto-aim for the second shot as quickly as... Now, this was a little nerve-wracking, this T-15. Ram for the kill. Didn't really plan on it, but I couldn't let him get to my flank, because then it would all be all over. So you'll see at the last moment I adjusted my course to make sure he ran smack dab into me. M3 Lee's got decent armor for a tier 4 medium tank. I took 114 damage and destroyed him. Here comes a Martyr 38. I want to snipe him through the archway. He misses his first shot. This is just easy. And then this T-15's hitting me from behind. This T-15 is the best player on the enemy team, and I'm kind of surprised at the mistake he makes right here. That mistake being he did not actually charge up to my flank so that I couldn't turn. He stayed back, which allowed me just to rotate and shoot. M2 medium using the howitzer, of course. I just advance on him. The Electo gets the kill. Our base is being capped. While people don't think of the M3 Lee as a particularly speedy tank, it is maneuverable enough, especially if you're only 500 or 600 meters away and you have a minute and a half to get back to your base. At this point, I have 1,214 damage. I've got 4 kills. I've already secured the high caliber. I did that when I topped 1,000 damage. Got a minute to get back. It's okay. Got an Electo ahead of me. If I can just get on top of this hill, the Electo should spot them. And there's a Valentine. The Electo and the Valentine are trading shots. I lock on. Now I just stop. Oh, someone else gets the kill. I didn't actually do any damage to that Valentine. There's still a B1 Heavy and an Electo out there. I saw the Electo before. I shot him twice. He's way down at that pillbox on the border of Hotel and Juliet 4. But the B1's a concern. That's a pretty heavily armored tank. Speed up time a hair. Driving. Making my way down the zero line, and there's the Electo. He just pops up. I don't even stop to aim because I don't want him to get a beat on me. I just take the snapshot and secure the kill. I don't know if I believe they're martyr, but it seems likely. No. B1's a pretty heavily armored tank, and I do have 4 premium rounds, but I'm not going to use premium rounds on him at this point. I'm just going to keep laying down fire. And some of my shells clearly went through. There we go. And that's it. 1,394 damage, 5 kills, high caliber, host of little medals like fighter and that type of thing. But it was high caliber and a mastery badge ace tanker. You know, I hope it gives you some insight. The M3 Lee is not a bad tank. Its armor is good for tier 4. It can take a hit against tier 4 tanks. It can take a ram when it needs to, but the gun is what makes the tank. Use it properly, keep the tank in a situation where the enemies can't get behind it, and the gun will do the rest. It's more than adequate to deal with tier 4 tanks, and I've played this tank in a number of tier 5 and 6 battles where I've been very successful. I've got another one coming up for you, part 2 of the worst tank in the game, and please like the video. It would mean a lot to me. It'd really help the channel out. Subscribe for more, and go ahead and put your comments below. Tell me more of what you want to see or anything you have to say about this. Thanks, guys. See you next time.